What is up? Welcome back to PWG. It all begins again. We are in May of 2004. This is episode 2. So this month we're going to do 2 shows. Let's go ahead and take a look at the events. So first thing I want to do is get these things in order. So let's go ahead and take a look at availability and see where I want to do these shows. Let's see here. Friday the 7th, we're losing Bison Smith, but he hasn't even debuted yet. So you know what, that's not too big of a deal. So let's go ahead and move this show to Friday the 7th. I know it's not the 2 weeks that I like to wait, but sometimes it's more important to not lose people. And then we're going to go Saturday the 22nd, so we don't lose Steve Carino. Saturday the 22nd. And now we know what shows we're working towards. We know what we're looking forward to. And we lost $109 last month. That's fine, I guess. All that matters is that we had fun. Deranged is gone. Ebisan leaves New Japan. These are kind of nothing that we really care about. Hardcore Kid is gone from PWG. Lit is gone from PWG. Loki has left Hustle and TNA. So it looks like Loki doesn't work for anybody. He is in the US though, so we can go ahead and I think we already in negotiations with Loki. So that's good. Mike Tenay. Okay, PWG the musical has gone dormant. That's fine. I wouldn't want to do it again anyways. Ricky Reyes has left ECWA. Sabu has gone from PWG. Regional battles. We have finished first out of 3 in the Southwest region. And because of that, our attendance will be increased by 5% this coming up month. Frankie Kazarian had something to say. Oh, he doesn't like Johnny Cashmere. Sorry, bro. And then one of the Maximos got hurt. Alright, here we are. We have some people that we're looking to bring in. Let's take a look at commentary. So we have these guys as commentary. And it seems like they're doing a pretty okay job. We haven't got any complaints. So I'm just going to keep them on commentary for now. Doug Anderson. Contract is coming up soon, I believe. Yeah, May 30th. No, May 11th. So let's bring him back. And let's just keep him for ongoing. So we'll extend that. He seems to be doing okay. Oh, I bumped the microphone. Let me move this cord. There we go. Sorry for all the commotion. Alright. So should we just skip ahead and go to see what our signing's looking like? I want to... Oh, you know what I want to do? I'm going to do this off recording. Well, I'll do it on recording, but I'll edit most of it out. So watching other people play TEW, this is what I've learned from them. If you go to Talk to Worker and you ask them to get in better shape, then they'll agree to it sometimes. And when it gets completed, their star quality will raise. So let's look at Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce is a 60 star quality. He said he would get in better shape. So let's take a look and see what that does to him. If he's still here by the time he finishes that. I'm going to go ahead and go through the roster. And I'm going to ask everybody. Oh, AJ Styles. What's his star power? 78. That's interesting. Even if there are people who I don't plan on working with long term, they can say no as well. I'm just asking everybody because even if it's the people I don't plan on working with long term, it'll still be beneficial to their career and to whatever promotion that they end up going to. So I'm going to go ahead and keep doing this. Going through the workers and asking them to get into better shape. And I'm going to skip ahead because, I mean, frankly, it's kind of boring. And I don't want to go through the whole roster and bore y'all to death. So I'm going to go ahead and skip through it. If anything super interesting happens, I guess I'll come back. But for the most part, you can just see when people email me and tell me that they've gotten into better shape. Brian Danielson's going to get into better shape even. Wow. And his star power is 66. What was that in Pierce? A 60? Alright, I'm going to remember that. We are back. We had a few interesting ones. Samoa Joe, Amazing Red, and a few others that they would get in better shape. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I remember I'm making a note right now that Brian Danielson's star power is a 66, and he said that he would get in better shape. So once Brian Danielson gets in better shape, we'll go look at his star quality or whatever that stat is, and we'll see if it's improved, and we'll find out if it's true. All right, we have some decisions to make. Low Key is here. He needs to be ready. I'm gonna bring him as a babyface. Should I? I feel like I have a lot of heels. And my world champion's a heel. You know what? I could actually, should I put together Triple X? I might do that actually. Christopher Daniels is bringing his boys in. That could be neat. Alright, like I said, I'm only going to read the ones that we care about. Oh, Jeff Hardy joins New Japan under the name Willow. I think it's going to be a tour deal. Yeah, it's a tour deal. Jeff Hardy as Willow. Ken Shamrock is touring with New Japan. Perry Saturn is touring with New Japan. Ray Trailer is touring with New Japan. Simon Diamond. Skade. Super Crazy. A lot of people. Okay. Nothing we care about too much. And there's a couple more signings I want to make. I know my roster is getting too big. I know I gotta start cutting some people out. You know what? Let's reset this. But I'm gonna bring this tag team in. Oh look, there's K-Fed. We're too small for him, of course. With all of his charisma and his no star quality and no sex appeal and his selling. Alright. And his not very much popularity. Oh yeah. We're too small for you. Alright, anyway, let's move on. Kevin Steen, you're going to be an asset to the company, along with your best friend, El Generico, if I can find him. He's right there. I'm bringing in Steen and Generico to be a babyface tag team, so they can go up against people like the Triple Threat. Ooh, Eddie Kingston. What do I think of you? Yeah, not very good. Not very good. Come see me in 20 years, Eddie. Come see me in 20 years. Alright, let's move on. Alright, let's see here. Alright, Doug's going to sign with us for a little bit of a longer term. Jose Maximo's back on his feet. We got a couple other things that we don't care about. Alright. Let's keep going. Blue Demon Jr. Oh, we had a TNA Impact and a Raw. Are they going head to head? Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho defeated Randy Orton and Triple H in a cage match on the main event of Raw. Ric Flair and William Regal. Edge and Kane in another cage match. Trish and Jazz defeated Lita and Victoria in a ladder match. Wow, man, these Raws are going crazy. Maven defeated Serial and Gagne. What? Val Venus defeated Chuck Palumbo by DQ. Oh man, these Raws are just off the chain. All right, let's look at our decisions. We got old Spanky coming in. I don't want to call him Spanky though. We got Kevin Steen coming in. I'm gonna make him a babyface for now. And then we have male. Honor Anderson has gone from average to flabby. I mean, he's retired. Oh, Sabu got injured on Impact. Wow, what was his match on Impact? I didn't even. Did we look at Impact? I don't think we even did, right? The Amazing Red, Sabu, and Jeff Jarrett defeated Frank Kazarian and America's Most Wanted in a tables match. Oh man, this wrestling business is just tremendous right now. I need to get in on the action and be tremendous as well. We have some decisions. We have Generico. Generico is ready to sign. And we have some male. Tanahashi body type change. Tanahashi has went from toned to muscular. Okay, nothing else we really care about. Rey Mysterio Jr. got injured. Torn ACL last night on SmackDown. He'll be out for like a year. Oh man, Rey Mysterio. Was there SmackDown? Oh, there was a SmackDown. Eddie Guerrero and The Big Show defeated Rey Mysterio and Hardcore Holly. Got a 98 in the main event. Wow, Eddie Guerrero with a 100. Rey Mysterio Jr. with a 90. Crazy. Undertaker versus Rene Dupree in a tables match. Booker T versus Rikishi in a cage match. Chavo Guerrero defends the Cruiserweight title. Man, WWE is good in this universe. Alright. Alright, Hiroki Goto. He's in Street Fighter. I just found out today that he's in Street Fighter coming up. Alright. Let's see. BG James. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. Roddy Mack body type change from muscular to ripped. Is he available? No, he's in WWE. Shinsuke Nakamura. DDT has made an offer to Shinsuke Nakamura. He doesn't wrestle in the U.S. He's on a handshake deal. He's not available to wrestle for us. But oh my goodness, if he could, he is amazing. Can we shortlist this guy? Where'd he go? Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, he must be shortlisted already, right? If I'm getting emails about him. DDT is just taking a bunch of guys. Alright, we don't care about any of that mail. We are the day of the show. We have a bunch of people who are leaving soon. A handful of people. And let's, before we get into the show, let's make a stable. If I can find stables, there it is. Alright, these guys are a stable for now. I should do these guys as a stable. Even though they're the tag, they suck. That's right, they suck. This is a stable, but these two guys are on commentary, so it doesn't even really matter. This is a stable that I'm going to start using. Scott Lost, I believe, is leaving. PWG, he's out in 15 days. Or he's out in 8 days. And Funky Billy Kim, PWG, he's out in 7 days. So what I could do is I can make a whole new... You know what? Let's... Oh, that's cool. Any status. But I want to deactivate this stable. Make inactive, and then I want to make this only active groups. Boom. Okay, make that one go away. Now I want to add a stable. I want to call it Triple X. I don't know if I'm going to be able to call it Triple X. We'll call it Aces and Eights. There it is. Use this picture. Go to here. Use this picture. Triple X. I don't really know the difference between a faction and... Well, I guess they're a faction. Important? Yes. I think most of the other stuff is for AI. Christopher Daniels. Elix Skipper. And Loki. Christopher Daniels has one. Oh, they need to roll. I want to put Daniels as the leader. And then these two guys as his members. There's already a stable with that name. Triple X. There it is. The X Division has arrived in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. Silly, right? And I wonder if Christopher Daniels can talk, right? Yeah, he can. Alright, you know what that means? That means that Christopher Daniels is going to come out tonight, and Jason takes PWG, and Jason comes in the form of X, gonna give it to you. Let's remind the people at home who our champions are. Oh yeah, these guys. These guys are still champions. They defended it 3 times and they've all been terrible matches. I'm gonna have to... These have been getting more decent and more decent as time has progressed. Alright, let's do it. Let's go to the show. Nobody gets a day off, of course, because I turned this option off. How many people are we expecting tonight? 587 fans. So I'm going to do this. Let's do a 600-person venue. The Desert Empire Fairgrounds. That sounds like a pretty cool place. Ridgecrest. The Southwestern College Gym in Chula Vista. And Nevada. Is that Nevada? Indian Colony Gym. Alright, I don't want to go to Nevada. I don't want to cross state lines. Let's go to the Desert Empire Fairgrounds. That sounds like a fun place. It's $600. Yeah, they're both 600, so let's go here. Ridgecrest. Ridgecrest. I can't speak. My booking team is here in full force. We're gonna get a couple creative finishes. A big gamble, I don't want it. We got another creative finish. A bit of a gamble, I still don't want it. Not enough points to survive. Do I have... No, I have nothing stored, okay. At least we have enough creative energy to do the show. Mixer Excitement has turned up and requested that he be allowed to hang out backstage. He is an employed worker who happens to live nearby. He has worked for PWG before. Most recently in July of 2003. That was before a big Hollywood star was the boss, you know? I'm just kidding. Come on in, buddy. You're fine. Chris Hero trained. Kevin Steen and El Generico really helped create a fun and relaxing atmosphere. This is pretty crazy because they brought a karaoke machine, wow, and started a karaoke competition. This is really crazy because this is their first time here, right? I invited them out to just like come to the show, you know, whatever. I'll pay for your travel. Come on, hang out. I might put you on if I can. if I can come up with a pre-show for you, you know, whatever. But this is really cool that these two guys specifically showed up to the show and they like raised the morale in the locker room. And you guys have been watching the last episode where everybody's already happy as it is, and these guys came in and just made people even happier. So, uh, great choice, great move by bringing these guys in, and yeah, I love our locker room atmosphere. Still happy. I should put locker room morale back on because our locker room is the happiest. All right. Now we get serious. AJ Styles, Samoa Joe is happening, or the main event. Not quite sure yet. It depends on who Christopher Daniels. Oh, you know what? I am not going to do a title match. I am going to do a 6-person tag. Oh, you know what? Should I do a Bryan Danielson storyline where he's chasing the title? Or should I do Amazing Red? Okay, this is what I should do. Amazing Red and the Maximos against Triple X, and then that leads to the next show. We do Amazing Red versus Christopher Daniels. I think that's cool. Even though Amazing Red's going to lose both matches, that's fine. That's fine. Because I feel like the Maximos are way lower on the card than these two guys, right? Okay. So let's do a 6-person tag. Let's go Daniels. And these kind of fill out the mid card. We had kind of a dip there in the mid card. So these guys kind of fill that out. Amazing Red. See, Amazing Red is a mid carder, and then his cousins are jobbers. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but so there's no way that Amazing Red can win this match. Amazing Red and the SAT. You know what? Let me just take off. Oh, that's fine. Let's leave it like that. That's so long. Amazing Red and SAT. That's fine. Let's do a triple threat, as we haven't done one yet. And then we could go, oh, this will be good, right? CM Punk, Brian Kendrick, and Frankie Kazarian. I keep ending up singling Bryan Danielson out. Should I put Bryan Danielson in this match? Or should I make it a 4-way? CM Punk's already made it to star? Wow. Where's Colt? Colt is here. You know what I'm going to do? This is what we're going to do. We're going to go... These two guys, Bosch and Quicksilver, who are just awful, are going to take on the Second City Saints. CM Punk and Colt Cabana is going to be a tag team title match. And you know what? CM Punk is going to get the win. He's a heel. CM Punk is going to get the win, and him and Colt are going to be tag team champions. I like the idea of that. Okay. And now I wanted to do a triple threat match. And then I go back here. And I can go Kendrick. Danielson. Oh, but then they're all baby faces. Pierce. Do I wanna like use Pierce? Is he leaving soon? In 55 days. So he's still he still has a chance to keep his job, but I don't want him to tank the show. What do I do with Kazarian? Oh, there he is. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to get. Oh, should I put Chris Hero in this? I feel like he'll tank it too, but I'd rather take a risk on Chris Hero because I really want to get him over. Alright, these names just keep getting longer and longer. What's the next one? Kazarian and Pierce? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what Pierce does. I'm definitely going to give Frankie the win, though, because Frankie's the hometown boy. Frankie is a baby face, which I don't understand why he's a baby face. I should turn Frankie heel. He already had his big match with Christopher Daniels, so it doesn't really matter if he doesn't need to be a baby face anymore. Is what I'm saying. Steve Carino, Super Dragon. He's busy. You know what? Let's go B-Boy, Scorpio. Because Scorpio's part of that trio, but the other guys were busy. And then Bobby Quance. And we'll go one person from here. Do I want to go Nigel, who's an 11, or Petey Williams, who's an 8? Oh, should I debut the Miz on the show? He's actually a 14. Rocky Romero is pretty good. You know what? Matt Rotz is a 12. I mean, Nigel's only 11. Let's put Nigel in that spot. Alright, something like that, right? Boom, and that's a show. It's a little UFO. I'm going to have. Who did I want to talk? Oh, I wanted to have Christopher Daniels talk. And then I wanted to have him have his friends with him. Christopher Daniels, promo. Elix Skipper, promo. And low key character development, because all he's going to do is say, be ready. Okay. Triple X debuts in PWG, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Scripted. Save. Oh, do you know character development is a comedy angle? Oh, oops. I'm so glad that. Oh my goodness! Thank you, Hammer, for catching that. Because what I meant to do was not cutting a promo, not comic relief, character development. Because I don't think he'll be a good promo, and all he's gonna do is say, "Be ready." Christopher Daniels would like to not be scripted. All right, I'm gonna go make sure Elix Skipper can talk. Where is he? Prime time. Elix Skipper cannot talk. Low key can also not talk. Christopher Daniels can. So Elix Skipper will also be doing character development. I don't know what that means for him. He'll just be like going, yeah, what he said. He'll just Christopher Daniels will be like, we're the best X Division wrestlers in the world. And then Prime Time can lean in and go, yeah. All right, but that's not gonna go there. That is gonna go here. And they want to fight. They want a match tonight, and then they're gonna end up getting Red and the Maximos. Is this Red's? You know, let me do this a different way. Is this Red's first match with us? I don't think it is. Match history. Yeah, I see a PWG right there. PWG the Musicals. This is his second match with us. Oh, he was in the main event. Okay, so he's a big deal. We made a big deal out of him being here, so that's why this is also like almost the main event too. Cool. Let's do a scramble match to kick things off. Who would I want in it? I want Chupi. I want Seidel. Are you still in Japan? You are not. I'm gonna use you. And then, are you leaving soon? Yeah, you are. Cool. I'm gonna put people that are actually gonna stay. And Claudio. Let's see, Josh Prohibition. And P. Williams. It's gonna be a. You know what? Let's just name it this. And then I'm gonna do another trios 6-person tag. And this time it's gonna be all heels. And we're gonna go him. We're gonna go him. And we're gonna go him. The Tomaselli triplets. Are they the same age? 20, 23, and 22. No, they're not triplets, but dang. Their parents were busy. Alright, it's none of my business. It's none of my business, you guys. I'm gonna just keep moving forward. And it's gonna be none of my business. Let's go. Oh, do you want to debut Steen and Generico in the pre-show 6-man tag? Who am I gonna team these guys with? Jardy, right? Yeah. Jardy's staying. And action. Uh-oh. Rick Knox has been slightly overused. Well, I'm glad I have 27 other referees. Alright. Let me make sure Scott Demore. Let me make sure my road agents are people who I want them to be. I'm just, a little paranoid. Yes, okay. I don't think Terry Taylor's debuted on TV yet. I don't think I want him to, but the game wants him to. Oh, no, it doesn't. cool. So these guys are all debuting except for him. Oh, did I run the show yet? No, right? You know what I'm going to do? Should I do it on the pre-show? I think I'm going to do a pre-show angle. Is cutting a promo better or is character development better? I don't know. I feel like I did. Oh, you know what? I already did arrived because the Triple X guys arrived. So I'm gonna put the Miz is awesome promo. That's pretty fun. Yeah, I'm gonna give him 3 minutes, and we're gonna be on. Should we do in the pre-show? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just do on the pre-show just to give it a little test run, and let's do Jason takes PWG. In the first pre-show match, we got a 37. It was a 6-man tag as the Tomaselli brothers defeated El Generico, Kevin Steen, and Johnny France when Vito Tomaselli pinned El Generico with the Sicilian driver. Johnny France was shoulders above the rest. Johnny got a 46. Steen and Generico got 30s. And all 3 of the Tomaselli triplets got 20s. And then Generico had a gimmick of great, and Steen, oh, you know what? He had a badass gimmick, and it got poor because he's a babyface. That's fine, whatever. The Miz with a really bad. Oh, I should have scripted him. I'm glad I was in the pre-show. A scramble match, which saw Josh Prohibition pin Matt Sydal with a sobriety driver. Chupacabra was the weak link, got a 20. Sydal got a 44. And everybody else pretty much got 30s. Not bad, not terrible. Matt Sydal definitely stood out amongst the crowd, though. And Chupacabra might be Chupa unemployed soon. In the opening contest of the official show, we have a 51 as Steve Corino pinned Nigel McGuinness with a super kick in a scramble match. Steve Corino scored a 53. B-Boy had a 52. Nigel with a 57. And then everybody else just kind of existed. 47, Frankie Kazarian defeats Adam Pearce with a flux capacitor. Do you guys think Adam Pearce could handle a backflip off the top rope? I don't know. It's a Spanish fly. Do you guys think Adam Pearce could do a Spanish fly? Also, Frankie Kazarian invented the Spanish fly. And nobody gives him proper credit for it. I could be wrong, but I was watching Frankie Kazarian do the flux capacitor in like this time frame in APW in the garage in Hayward, California, in front of like 75 people, and it blew my mind. It blew my mind, and now like it's just like a drop kick. The 44. Triple X came out. Christopher Daniels with the PWG World Title alongside Elix Skipper, Low Key. Christopher Daniels gets the microphone and he says, "You know, PWG, you guys ain't ready for us. We're the greatest X Division wrestlers in the world." And then Elix Skipper's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "What are you guys gonna do when Triple X comes around?" And I don't know. You know, that turned into a Hulk Hogan promo, but that's not what I meant to do. What y'all gonna do? And then he goes and then he passes on the microphone over to Low Key, and Low Key's like, "There's only one thing you can do." Oh, I guess that works, right? What are you guys gonna do when Triple X comes and takes over PWG? These guys say Jason takes over, but Triple X is gonna take over. What are you gonna do then? And then he gives the mic to Low Key, and Low Key's like, "There's only one thing you can do. Be ready." And that's a 44 promo. Loki got a great. Elix Skipper got an adequate. And we are moving forward. 61 rated match. Bryan Danielson defeated Kendrick and Hero when Danielson submitted Hero with a cattle mutilation. Bryan Danielson scored a 69. Nice. Kendrick with a 59. Hero with a 40. Kendrick got an initial rating of great. And Chris Hero's getting better at his gimmick, which is good. 61 rated match. You guys can do better than that. In a 42 rated match, the Second City Saints defeated Botch and Quicksilver. When CM Punk defeated Quicksilver with a Doomsday Dropkick, the Second City Saints win the PWG Tag Team titles. Chris Bosch was the weak link, struggled to keep up with everyone else's performance. He scored a 28. 28. And everyone else scored in the 40s. 28. Okay. Let that sink in, okay? This is why the tag team division has been awful. Because of one dude. Okay, sorry. I'm not trying to point fingers or anything. It's a game. It's just numbers. If you're listening, Chris Bosch, you're a really nice dude. I'm sorry. I don't mean to hurt your feelings. Alright. 60 rated match. Oh, that's not bad. Triple X, Christopher Daniels, Elix Skipper, and Low Key defeated the Amazing Red and the SAT when Christopher Daniels pinned Joel Maximo with an angel wings. Low Key with a 51 and Elix Skipper with a 54. Daniels with a 64. Wow, the Maximo scored in the 50s and Amazing Red had a 60. So everybody did really well. Everybody clicked. Everybody had a good match. So we had a 60 rated match. And Amazing Red didn't get pinned, so he deserves a title shot. 69 rated match. I was really going for that 70 and above. Oh, man. AJ Styles defeated Samoa Joe in 23 minutes and 13 seconds with a spiral tap. AJ had a 79. Joe had a 66. They had great chemistry. Joe was in amazing form. And they just got a 69 nice. Nothing. Oh, I wanted a green, man. I wanted a green. 65 show. Increased popularity in one region, which is our home region. And let's take a look. Let's address the locker room. Let's tell who? Let's tell Amazing Red. Actually, you know what? I am going to welcome the nice guys into our locker room. And I'm going to thank them for being awesome. Hell yeah. Okay. Hey, we made some money. 1188. We have a 30 still. We haven't bumped up, but we've been increasing every month so far. Every month. It was only 1 month and been 1 month and one show. We've been doing great all these months, you guys. So let's see what the fallout is of the show, I guess. We got some mail. Dawn Marie. Okay, well, she doesn't even work for us. Dawn Marie. Okay. WWE launches a new website. Oh, no, a new stable. I don't know why I thought that's a website. The Ring Crew, and it's going to be Eddie Guerrero, Akio, and Sakota. Wow, that's pretty cool. He just took not Rikishi. Tajiri's. He took Tajiri's guys. Anything interesting there? No. These guys are all going to be leaving very soon. Bison Smith hasn't debuted yet. Alright, we have another show in 14 days. We have no decisions to make at the moment. I want to put Steen and Generico as a tag team. I don't even see him on here. Kevin Steen. El Generico. I will make them individuals. I don't want to do that. The Heartbreak Express. That's actually a really cool name, but not for these guys. Apron Dwellers. The Enforcers. The Cult of Adrenaline. Team Fly. Should I make them the X Foundation? Or would that be too weird? No, I won't do that. Malicious Intent, the Freedom Force, the Creatures, the Dynamite Express, Raw Power, the Survivors, Murder Inc., Team Winners, Revolution X, Team Smash Mouth, because they're all stars. You already said the Enforcers. Alright, I think we're getting nowhere on this. How do they spell it? Steen Erico. Steen Erico, is that right? We'll just do that. That looks weird. I don't think I want to do that. I'm going to look them up real quick. Kevin Steen and El Generico. Okay, it populates when I type it in. But what was their official name? El Generico and Kevin Steen. Yeah, Steen Erico, just like I typed it. Steen E and then Rico. Yeah, okay. Alright, it just doesn't look right to me, but we'll go with it. And we will see you in 14 days. We are back. There's a whole lot of news stories that I don't really pay attention to, but that's cool. There's some mail. Oh, wow. Okay. I will tell you if anything interesting happens. Bison Smith has left Pro Wrestling Noah, so he's back. He's back in California. Donovan Morgan has also left Noah. Is he worth bringing in? Maybe. Michael Modest is gone from Noah. Is he worth bringing in? Yeah, maybe. I could bring these guys in as a tag team. I could use more tag teams. You know what? How much? Oh, you're $400 a shot? That's fine. You know what I'm going to do, actually, instead of doing that? I'm going to bring you in for 3 appearances. And I'm going to bring your buddy in as your tag team partner, also for 3 appearances. That's fun. Let's do that with some people. Okay. Undertaker gone from OVW. Let's see what he did. I want to see if he at least won his match. Oh, he did 2 matches. Oh, he beat Darren Stifler. Whoever that is. I don't know. I never heard of Darren Stifler. And Undertaker and Matt Morgan defeated the Jersey Shore crew Nova and the Idol, which is Aaron Stevens. Wow, he teamed with Matt Morgan. Nova got a 45. Alright. Cool. Undertaker. D'Lo Brown is out of Japan. D'Lo Brown. He's going to be leaving TNA soon. And then he'll just be in... He's not local to me. but he's actually pretty good and he's pretty popular. How much is he? 800 bucks. He's also a road agent. He has pretty good psychology. Let's bring him in for 5 appearances. He can come in, he can do some road agenting. And that way, if we like these guys, if we really like them, we can bring them back. Chavo got injured. He won't miss any time. Edge got injured. He shouldn't miss any time. Jack Evans injured. He shouldn't miss any time at the ROH show. Okay, Paul T is gone. Puma's gone. ROH production change. The increase for broadcast quality. Scott Loss is gone. Oh, Nakamura got hired by 0-1. Wow, he's just all over the map in Japan. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. That is awesome. Superbad is gone. Brad Bradley is gone. Charles Mercury is gone. El Jefe is gone. Funky Billy Kim is gone. Mickey Henson, the referee, is gone. Tanahashi got picked up by 0-1. Tanahashi is the IWGP under 30 champion. He's only 27. Wow. Minoru Tanaka. Minoru Tanaka got picked up also. He's the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. He got picked up by 0-1. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. This is a fun little universe that's going on. This is probably my favorite save. I think I said that in the beginning, but I think It All Begins Again is my favorite save. Shibata 0-1. Yuji Nagata 0-1. This guy was in WCW. He's in New Japan 0-1 in DDT. He's also working all the territories in Japan. Good for him. Alright, this is our first show that we're booking this month. No, it's not. We already booked the show. This is the last show of the month. And we're going to book ourselves a little show. $607 fans. That's our most. So we want at least 600 people. I feel like I don't want to get a whole new price bracket for 700 people just to accommodate a few more people. So let's go to Arizona. That's 620. Same price. Let's go to Arizona. Create a finish. Bit of a gamble. I don't want it. Create a finish. A near certainty. AJ Styles. I could live with that. Charles Mercury has asked if I could use him tonight. He happens to live in the area. He's worked for PWG most recently until just a few days ago. Sorry, man. If I had a spot for you, he showed up like he still worked here. He's like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm like, what are you doing here? He's like, I'm here for my match. I'm like, you don't work here anymore, man. Oh, AJ Styles and The Miz. This is cool because, like, 20 years in the making, right? They're going to have a big WrestleMania match someday. And then when they're building the WrestleMania match, it'll be like, it all started in a community center in Arizona. I saw The Miz, and I didn't like his face. And The Miz will be like, the earth isn't flat, AJ. All right. Quicksilver made a poker tournament. He entertained Larkin by organizing a poker tournament. Okay, well, that's nice. Kevin Steen brightened the backstage area by simply being so cheerful to be and fun to be around. Wow, see, look at that. 2 shows in a row. He's just a delight. Thank you, Kevin Steen. Thank you for being a delight. Would you like to be PWG World Champion? I'm just kidding. But, you know what I'm not kidding about? Just because I think that they're pretty cool, I'm going to do this. And it's probably a dumb idea, but we're just going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to debut them in style. CM Punk is going to be the victor. He's a heel, so it won't be clean. But it's PWG, so it also won't be dirty. Alright. Now let's get down to the real business of the business. We got that creative finish. Oh, you know what? First of all, how far down is he? We have this match. And I think this will be a fun match. I was going to do actually a storyline with the Triple X, but I forgot. PWG Heavyweight title. Christopher Daniels. Pinfall finish. And that's going to be absolutely above that. Oh, you know what? You know what would be pretty rad? AJ Styles, Bryan Danielson. Have they had a match? We'll put AJ over, make it clean, and we will make it a creative finish. And this actually is going to be the main event. I still need to get a triple threat match in there. So we're going to go should we go Samoa Joe? How did Pierce do last time? Was I happy with him in this match? He had a 42. I'm going to go Frankie Kazarian, Adam Pierce, and Steve. No. It's got to be a heel, right? I'm going to go Nigel. Boom. Alright. We have the world title with the tag titles. I need to get Bryan Danielson. Oh no, I did. Against AJ. I need to get Samoa Joe in a match. Oh, you know what, actually. Steve Corino and Samoa Joe. They both brawl. Bison Smith could do a Samoa Joe match. But he doesn't have the popularity. He has some popularity. He's a heel. Oh, I feel like Steve Corino would be more fun though. I'll just do that for now. You know what? Just in case, I better do this. I should turn Samoa Joe heel, actually, right? You know what? If I'm going to turn Samoa Joe heel, then I'm going to have him face heels. Roster. Yeah, I'm gonna make him a heel. Not yet though. He's just gonna chill right now. Actually, maybe I should make him wrestle baby faces, right? Because it's like, why is he wrestling baby faces? Samoa Joe. Heels are these guys again. His brawling is 65. His brawling is a 43. Carino's. Where did Carino go? Carino's brawling is a. Oh yeah, 71. All right. Let's do that. Let's do what I just did and then undid. Samoa Joe. But I'm not gonna say clean though. I'm not gonna say clean. All right. 121. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's do a tag team match. And I want to put Elix Skipper and Low Key. Like in some faces. Oh, the Backseat Boys. I think that'll be a good match. It should be the Maximos to tell you the truth. But I'd rather get the backseat. I'd rather give the backseats the rub here. Boom. 46. So if I do one more, it'll be like closer to 170. So I'd rather just call it here. Cause then I'm not paying for people for nothing. And then we do some pre-show matches. I want someone to talk. Talk the talk. The tag team champions could have something to say today. So could AJ Styles. So could Scott D'Amore and Petey Williams. Let's see, what are they doing? Oh, you know what? Let's have our newly crowned tag team champions issue an open challenge. If anybody's watching this, don't show CM Punk this tag team. Alright, open challenge. And that means anybody in the world. Anybody. And you know who comes out? Kevin Steen and El Generico. Because they're just so pleasant to be around. I sounded so sarcastic, but I meant it with all sincerity. Alright. Who is staying and who is leaving? Petey Williams is going to stay for a while. Matt Cross is going to stay for a while. And Roddy Strong probably is going to stay for a while. How long? Oh my gosh, whatever. It's fine. Let's do a trios versus trios versus trios. I'm going to do these guys, these brothers. And then I'm going to put Sarah Del Rey. No, you know what? I'm going to put as a trio. Oh no, because the other Ballard is up higher. So yeah, I'm going to put Sarah Del Rey, Cheerleader Melissa, and Choopy, The Miz. And wait, are they all? Yeah, they're all heels. And then I want to do their heels. So I need the baby faces. We're going to do the Maximos. And we're going to do Phoenix Star. And there we go. That's a lot of people. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to be fun. Here we go. The opening match was a 42. Well, the opening pre-show match. Phoenix Star and the SAT defeated everybody else. When, I don't know, Joel Maximo was the best. He had a 55. His brother Jose had a 45. And everybody else had 30s and 20s. Scramble match got a 41. Matt Cross defeated P.D. Williams with a shooting star press. Jardy France got a 45. Tony Gazzina got a 45. P.D. Williams got a 37. Matt Cross with a 45. And Roderick Strong with a 40. Scott D'Amore to get at ringside, and P.D. Williams got a hot new move. In our opening match, we got a 57. Triple X defeated the Backseat Boys when Elix Skipper pinned Johnny Kashmere at the sudden death. Everybody scored within around the 50s, except for Johnny Kashmere, who scored 48. The next one was a 49. Oh, Samoa Joe sustained a back injury. Samoa Joe had a 62. Steve Corino had a 52. Samoa Joe is in amazing form, apparently not. But Samoa Joe defeated Steve Corino with an Island Driver. 49. I guess we'll see how serious this back injury is. We had a 54 triple threat match. Kazarian defeated Adam Pearce and Nigel McGuinness when Frankie pinned Nigel McGuinness with a wave of the future. And Nigel and Frankie both scored 50s, and Adam Pearce with a 46. The CM Punk and Colt Cabana Open Challenge promo was a 51. And the match was a 43. CM Punk pinned Kevin Steen. CM Punk had a 51. Everybody else was in the 30s. So we know who carried the match, basically. 60 rated match. Christopher Daniels successfully defends his PWG World Championship against the Amazing Red in a 60 rated match. Christopher Daniels with a 65. Amazing Red with a 49. Oh, 75. We got a green one. AJ Styles defeats Bryan Danielson in 23 minutes and 2 seconds of the Styles Clash. AJ had a 78. Danielson had a 72. And the creative finish was a success. And that was our show. That was our best show. We got a 69. Nice. Increased in one popularity, or increased in popularity in one region. Our home region. Alright, so all the credit for this show is going to go to these two guys. And I'm going to point them out as an example because I want everybody to watch these two guys' match. I don't care where they're on the card. I don't care who they're facing. If Bryan Danielson's there, if AJ Styles is there, watch. 50 days? Wow. Wow, Samoa Joe. I'm sorry to hear it, man. Oh, 50 days. We haven't been playing this game for 50 days. We made $1,717 on the show. And we have gone up to 31 in our Southwest California region. PWG had a show last night, 44 Ways to Kill You with a Pimento. We were in Arizona at the Castle Sports Club. It was not a sellout. Attendance was 594. But we had a 75 match. We got some mail. Bryan Danielson has an opinion. Oh, the Miz's money's drop a rocket to him. And Samoa Joe got injured. I apologize because I believe he's the Ring of Honor. Yeah. Sorry, Ring of Honor. Who did I put him in there with? I don't even know. Where is he? Oh, right there, Steve Carino. You think you could trust Steve Carino? All right, Samoa Joe is preparing to turn heel. That heel turn's gonna have to put a pause. Let's finish out the month and see how we did. If we made that $109 back, I would be very happy. We have a decision to make. Let's take a look. Oh, it is Donovan Morgan. I forgot about these guys. They're coming in. I'm gonna bring them in as a face. Should I bring them in as face? Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're only here for a few appearances. And we have some mail. Nothing that we care about, really. The tour, basically the New Japan tour ended, and all the people like Super Crazy and Willow and Viano and Tracy Smothers are gone. So good. WWE Raw. I guess Impact is on Monday nights. That was a world title match. There we go. Yeah, Raw is just firing on all cylinders. They're doing really good over there. William Regal and Rhino against Batista and Flair in a steel cage match. Triple H and Maven. Jericho and Johnny Nitro. Yeah, they're doing good. TNA. Simon Diamond. Jerry Lynn and the Amazing Red versus Frankie Kazarian. Glenn Gilberti and who is that? David Young. 0-1. Anybody I know? Steve Carino. You should be ashamed of yourself. I guess it wasn't his fault. Joe doesn't blame Steve. It's one of those things that happens. Make you a baby face, whether you like it or not. Maven got injured on Heat. Blackjack Lanza's retiring. He works for WWE, but he's leaving because he's retiring. Hey, good for him, man. Enjoy your retirement. Blackjack Lanza. D'Lo Brown is a heel. Yeah, because you won't put my champion over anyways. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. I have a lot of heels. Yeah, that's fine. You know what? I do need a heel, so that's cool. Even though he won't put anybody over, so I probably won't use him to face my top guys. Add new team. These guys. Make them baby faces because they're California boys. I can make them a tag team as well. They're there. They're around. Those guys. Elix Skipper and Low Key. You know what? Let's make them Skipper and Low Key individuals. Just to, have them available for matches like that. How close are we to the end of the month? Pretty close. Let's check our top stuff. So that was the best show so far. I'm embarrassed about this 52, you guys. Pretend like you don't see that show. And these are our top matches. We have some pretty good matches here so far. How many matches do we have total? 42 matches total. Alright, let's skip ahead to the end of the month now. Dusty Rhodes might be staying with FIP. I don't think he'll work with us. We're too small. We're too small, baby. Alright. We had a Raw. Shawn Michaels and Batista in the main event. Randy Orton defended the IC title against Rhino. I bet that was super fun. Edge and Kane. Jericho and Regal versus Christian and Storm. Alright. And Impact. AJ Styles, BG James in a cage match. Jeff Jarrett, Petey Williams. Kazarian and the new franchise against Amazing Red and Diamonds in the Rough. We had a bunch of mail. We're not going to look at it right now. And we made money. All right, you guys. We made money. We made $1,898. So that's pretty good. Where is our finance? Here it is. Ticket sales were even less because we had one show less. Oh, but that means we had a lot less. Oh, wow. We had a lot less in worker price. Okay. So the worker price for the third show didn't make up for... Well, I guess the ticket price didn't make up for the worker price difference. That cost about the same. That wasn't that much different. That wasn't that much different either. Okay. Cool. So we know where we are now. We made money. We're on the right track. We went up 1 in popularity. We're at 31 now. I think we are doing pretty well. We have Christopher Daniels as our champion. The title has not gone up in prestige, but that's okay. This title probably has, right? Nope. Oh, yeah, it has. I mean, how could you not at 28? Since the Second City Saints won it, though, the matches have been significantly better. And with this one... Yeah, you can say the same thing with Christopher Daniels. So those guys are improving the company, improving popularity, bringing in money. Do we have merch? I know, there's a merchandise tab. Oh, production. Oh, we're good. Merchandise. Let's see, $3, $100 per week would give you. This would be $250 per week. Let's just start normal right now. We want to make some merch, make some money off of that, and also track who's selling the most merch. And then I actually wanted to look at product, which I should have looked at when we first started. Women's wrestling is intergender. Heel and face is strongly enforced. Fans will expect 85% matches and 15% angles on events. TV shows is 60% matches and 40% angles. So that's pretty good still, a lot of matches. I don't understand the match ratio thing, but that's cool. The style is hard on the workers due to its physical intensity and risk of injury from the high impact moves. Fans will be upset by dangerous, controversial, or bloody match types. Matches less than 15 minutes will not be able to achieve world-class scores. And the fans will complain about them too. Fans expect matches to be quite lengthy. This does not apply to B shows. Fans would be put off by cheap or tainted finishes. Overbooked matches would really annoy the fans. Some cinematic would get penalized. Eye candy, hardcore death matches all get penalized. Only basic match sit-ups like cage match or a pole match and high flying aids like ladders, overhead wires are acceptable. Others will be penalized. So I can do ladder matches and I could do overhead wire matches. So that's pretty cool. I could do Christopher Daniels versus somebody in an Ultimate X match, but I can't call it that. Angles will need to be short or they'll lose the crowd. I guess I should make those promos a little shorter. Angles that are primarily based on sex appeal, okay. Angle gimmicks will not be necessary but have an impact if used. Each show need to at least have one steal a show. I don't use the match aims. Hardcore skill will not be utilized. Attendance level may only Attendance levels are only mildly affected by the state of the wrestling industry. Okay. They don't like. Well, they do like stunt bumps and crazy bumps. They don't like comedy-based gimmicks for stars. And having a wrestler be forced to unmask will be really good. And the company will get penalized for using workers with a background in adult entertainment. Alright, that never happens in Los Angeles. What are you talking about? Alright, well, we're going to tackle the month of June when we come back. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what I'm doing good and what I'm doing bad. But be nice, though, because I might get my feelings hurt. Also, if you have suggestions of people that I should sign or people that I should release, it doesn't mean that I'll do it, but I'll take it into consideration. Alright, I will talk to you soon.